Welcome back to my channel. We're back to a TEMU Tech unboxing, and we're gonna unbox these two today, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about what I wanna do with TEMU in 2024, and I wanna get your opinion. So without further ado, let's jump into unboxing these packages and see what we got here and get the conversation started. These are USB-C. So I have the new iPhone 15 Pro Max, but I also have an iPad, and I have this setup that I wanna build using my iPad and this new mouse that I picked up that was sent out to me. But these are different USB-C. You can see them there. They're USB-C to USB-C, basically, not necessarily dongles, but they're extensions. So like if you can't connect something, these are right angles, left angles, different things like that. And these were fairly inexpensive. I think it's $6 for all of them, and they're all 40 gigabytes a second transfer speed. So they're good for data management and what have you. And they're very inexpensive, but you'd be surprised on how many different devices you can use something like this to simplify your setup or clean up clutter or remove different stuff like that. So you've heard of like Ridge Wallet, Extra Wallet, etc. These are those, but they're, I don't know, you would call them dupes on Temu, where they look like higher end brands. But this is a metal, it's a metal wallet with a little button on the bottom to kick the cards out, but it also has a Find My, you know, the little AirPod pad, the little AirPod things that you can track. And so it has a compartment for that. And this is a green one, and this one doesn't have the button to kick out the cards, but it has the little strap on the back for cash. But it also has the little pod thing for the Find My. I have an extra wallet that I've never used. I actually got a couple of these, kind of what happens when you shop online. But there is not that much of a difference between these two wallets. And so if you're looking for maybe affordable, works the same. If you're looking for affordable options for yourself or others, there you go. Like I said, I paid about $60 for that one, and these were $8. And I think the green one, because this one is the nice one, I think this one was $11. But still, in comparison, what is this? Oh, this is a Tuya, the brand Tuya Smart Switch. And I'm actually going to install this there. I actually got to get another DIN for this. So this is basically a smart switch. And there's an on and an off, but on the back you can see the ground, the left, the right. But basically this is a smart switch, and so you can program this to your smart devices and your smart assistants, Google, your Amazon, etc., and you can control your lights via voice. And so I already do that with my setup in regards to like my lighting, the surrounding lights in the office. And so I'm going to do that also for my main lighting switch. And I think this was like $9, and I'm going to change that switch over there as soon as I get a double DIN open switch. Because the hole that's already there is going to be too large for this single DIN here. But I'm going to replace my lights with that, and you'll see that in an upcoming video. I'll show it off when I have it installed. This is an everyday carry. It goes, because I got the wallets, I bought this too. This is an everyday carry, kind of like do it all accessory, safety accessory. You know, I always do one of these here and there. But it's a bottle cap opener right there in the middle. There's another bottle cap opener right there. There's a little knife blade on the edge. There's a ruler in the front there. Safety rope here wrapped around that you can undo. And then, I mean, it'll be all over the place, so I'm not gonna undo it. Blade there on the edge there. Serrated for like saw, stuff like that. So regardless of the situation you might be in, or even just sharing a brew with a friend or something like that, you can pop this out, use it as an everyday carry. Okay, now this is a VR stand detail. It's called Keep Your VR Headset Neat and Secure. It's a VR stand. And I bought this because my son Ty, my 6-year-old, plays the Oculus 2 like nobody's business, and he leaves it around the house looking crazy in the study. He leaves it in the kitchen table, the dining area, on the countertops. And so this little thing was $12.99. Now there's other versions of VR stands out there that get all the way up to 70, 80 bucks. And it's like, man, I've had that Oculus 2 for years now. And so I didn't want to spend money like that. I have it put together here, and you can see it. It's pretty simple, it takes a few minutes, but the arms are or the hands are gonna go here, just like this, right? And then you're gonna take the mask, you're gonna sit it here, just like this. Now you wanna make sure that the thing is kind of pulled in like that, and it sits there just like that. And then you take this little piece and it goes into the side of the mask like that. And then on the back here, you have an input right there where it's not that big of a deal, but you have an input right there, USB-C, and that's where you plug in the cable. There's some cable wiring where you can kind of route the cable around to make it neat, but for this particular thing, I'm just gonna plug it in here. And you will see it goes green at first, and then it goes red when it's charging. So again, it's like 13 bucks. It's nice and neat. It cleans up the space, keeps the wife happy, gives a place for the children to be organized and learn good habits. So yeah, I think this is freaking sweet. The next thing that I have is another set of lights that I have right there on that setup right there. And I want to do two things going forward for this channel, and you let me know your thoughts, right? I'm going to continue the budget focused, a lot of products in one video, a lot of products, less detail. But I also want to start doing some videos that have less products with more detail, because products like this is about $60, $65 for this kit. It takes a little bit more time to go through it in detail for you to determine if you should buy it, right? As opposed to like a $6 set of, USB-C attachments. And so I'm going to add this to that setup back there, and I'm going to do another video on it along with 2 to 3, maybe 4 other products in detail that cost a little bit more money, and you may need a little bit more description about whether or not you should purchase it. So I have this. I'll put the video below that I did that so you can see it from a start, but I'm be on the lookout for a detailed video on a couple of the TEMU products that I think need more time. Okay, this I bought this because I saw on TEMU videos. Now this thing might not even go through my hair. They go through my wife's hair for sure. But I saw this thing on TEMU videos, and they were putting this thing on people's head, and they were falling out. And I was like, man, so I saw it on TEMU, and I was like, man, look at TEMU. Let me try this thing. It might not go through my hair, but I'm going to see if it's not going to go through my hair. It's not going to go. But I'm going to try this on my wife's hair, and I'll let you know if this thing I wish it would, and I'm pushing pretty hard. I saw some videos, and they would just sneak up on somebody, and they would hit them with this thing, and they would get the shaking and convulsing and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see if my wife likes this. Yeah, well, I'll let you know. Our EDX Pro by KZ. Now KZ is an interesting brand because these are IEMs, inner ear monitors or headphones. Now, if you're thinking about getting some IEMs, I do a lot of reviews on headphones and earbuds, and I will tell you IEMs are nice because they go inside of the inner part of your ear, which means they block out sound naturally from the outside world. But their danger to them is that they go to the inside of your ear, meaning that if you turn these up too loud, there's a potential for ear damage, right? But with that being said, as far as like acoustics and sounds, these potentially have the best possibility to give you the best possible sound because of where they sit in the ear. This is actually a really nice unboxing here. I shouldn't be letting you miss out on this fantastic unboxing here. Pull it out. This opens up. There are your IEMs. there. I recently did a video on these IEMs, so if you're interested in these are high-end IEMs from Lin Sol. Those are the Kiwi ear quintets, and those retail for about 230 bucks, and those are like not top of the line. They're mid-range, but they sound top of the line. They're a really good value, bang for your buck product. Okay, so this is your right. And that's the fit there. Left. Yeah, because the 2-pin is going to go towards the front of the ear where the ear hooks connect. Hey. Can you hear me now? Hey. Hey, those aren't bad at all. Like, they sound pretty damn good. And so, being technical, right, and going into my reviewer's hat, right, as far as the sound, the highs are a little forward. So the vocals stand out really well. The bass is more sub bass, but then when it gets into like some of where the beat drops and things like that, it was a little muddier, but it didn't fall apart. Like the bass, it wasn't as punchy and as structured as I typically would like, for instance, like the quintets over there. But I would say they have and I say this nicely, a generic sound profile, meaning they're more for those folks that like character in their music. There's a lot of bass, there's sub bass, and then the bass is a little muddy, but it's not bad. So as that song started going and you know the bass started kicking in and things like that, that's why I wanted you to hear it along with me. The sub bass was still there. The bass was a little muddy, meaning a little bit more as opposed to right? It wasn't punchy, more like that. But it didn't sound bad. And then on top of that, the vocals stayed on top of it. So you didn't lose the vocals in the bass as the bass got a little bit more intense. Mids are okay. Like it's not, I mean, it's decently blended. But they're value, right? So they're budget. So if you're familiar with like headphone terminology and things like that, the highs were not harsh or shrill or anything like that. They sounded pretty good. They're surprising. I would say that the ear tips don't fit my ears, and so because they sit in the inside of the inner ear, that little space right there, because these are I got small ears, I really do. And these tips were a little too small, too big, and I should have changed them out. And so that was uncomfortable because they sit in the inner ear, meaning that they're inside of the internal part of my ear, the way that they sit. But I like them. And, 8 minutes, I'm going to have to cut the mess out of this review for these particular earbuds. And maybe that's something I go into in one of the upcoming videos. Okay, yep, two things in here. So we have, I just put my knife away. So these are the last two. I didn't see anything hiding, but I mean, I guess that's the definition of hiding. I wouldn't have seen it. Here we go. Oh yeah, okay. I remember this. I remember when. Okay, so this is a felt. This looks good. This is for my desk upstairs. And this is just I don't know if I'm gonna put it upstairs. I might put it here. But this looks good. This is a nice, clean, black felt looking, what the heck is that? Oh. There's no base to it underneath the bottom. It's very just plain and generic, but you can see it. It looks nice, and it has this little brown pleather, fake leatherish thingy here. I mean, it's not real. It's vegan leather. But you can see that this is pretty nice quality, and I'd imagine like as you use this mouse in one spot, especially if you're gaming and stuff like that over time, it might start to make those fibers go in a circle, but this is very inexpensive and affordable, and it looks good. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to switch. I'm going to do a setup video here. It should be live around the same time this one is. And Adele tore up my mouse pad upstairs, just getting up there and just scratching, jumping up there, and I had no idea she was doing it because I'm never at that setup. And I know it's Adele because I caught her also doing it to my stuff on the wall, and I'm show the setup. I'll point that out. Dang it. I woke up one morning, I don't know if you see this scratch right here, and she trampolined off my dang head, running from the dogs because they were acting crazy in the morning. And I woke up like, what the heck is going on, and felt the stuff. That's why I was not on camera last week. But anyway. But, oh, this thing came in a nice case. It should, because for TEMU standards, this thing is expensive now. But this, look, okay, TEMU showing out. Look at this. This is a percussion massage gun. Now, this is for recovery, massage, and what have you. You got the pieces, and I don't know if this is any good. We're gonna see in a second. But the last one I purchased was over 400 bucks at the time I purchased it when I was still very active, and they were not new to the market, but not a lot of people had them. Those are the attachments there. And then we even have some upgraded attachments over here. Those are your standard. Now you got the foam ball. You have this is aggressive, and this is aggressive. And this one is really good because it's flat, meaning it really pushes out knots. This one is aggressive too, but these are. So you touch it in the middle there, and that adjusts. Okay. I'll be honest with you, and then there's a battery at the bottom there. That doesn't feel as strong as the one that I have, but again, this was 50-ish, 40-ish, not 400-ish. So it's okay that it doesn't feel the same as, this is gonna be the real test when you put this thing on you. It feels good, but it's not like the one I have. But if you've never used one before, oh, that feels good. If you've never used one before, this might be good. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's about half power. Yeah, it's not horrible though. It's just not as strong as the other one. But it's also 1/8 of the price. Yeah, so that's all right. That's all right. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that for the price. And the strength, like I said, I'm being objective and not subjective. I'm being objective because I've used a high-priced one. But it felt pretty good in overall. So I don't know, that's today's video. Let me know your thoughts on today's products. Again, I really wanted to do this video and kind of do some little stuff here and right before the holidays and get your thoughts. So in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts on that question. Do you think we should continue down the path of doing a lot of products with little description, or should we do less products, 3, 4, 5 products with a lot of description, or even potentially doing 2 and then having 2 videos a month, one budget, TEMU Tech Haul, and then one big baller TEMU Tech Haul. I'm anxious to hear your thoughts. Hopefully you have a great holiday. Let me know your thoughts on today's questions and today's products. But as always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Can't keep my pain quiet any longer. Gotta let